You've been deceived. They told you that if you tried harder, everything would work out. Exercise. Study harder. Work harder. Push yourself harder. Run and run. But here you are, tired, anxious, and still far from where you want to be. Isn't that strange? You've given it your all, and yet life feels like quicksand. The more you move, the deeper you sink. What if the problem isn't a lack of effort, but too much effort? This video isn't about giving up. It's about waking up. Because life's true winners move differently. They don't race against time. They dance with it. The effort paradox. The first brutal truth is this. Trying too hard is a form of fear. When you force something to happen, you send a silent message to the universe. I'm not enough as I am. It's fear disguised as productivity. Have you ever noticed that when you try too hard to impress someone, everything feels forced? But when you're relaxed and authentic, do people naturally gravitate toward you? Success is like a cat. Chase it and it runs away. Stand still and it crawls into your lap. Trying too hard creates resistance, but trying smartly creates results. The detached boy effect. Have you ever noticed how the most magnetic people in a room never beg for attention? They're not chasing. They're choosing. It's not arrogance. It's alignment. They don't need the world's validation because they've already found it within themselves. Detachment is the invisible power that transforms presence into magnetism. When you stop seeking approval, the world starts seeking you. The secret isn't to win. It's to stop needing to win. The muscle and the flow. Forcing is like trying to hold water with a closed fist. The tighter you squeeze, the less you have. Life isn't about rigidity. It's about rhythm. Martial arts masters win not through brute force, but through sensitivity. Feeling the flow, releasing it at the right moment. You don't need more tension. You need more attunement. The force breaks. The flow builds. Stop fighting the current. Learn to float with it. The truth of archery. An archer pulls a string, takes aim, and releases. He doesn't hold the arrow forever because he knows that if he doesn't release it, it will never hit the target. The same goes for your dreams. Create, plan, and then release. Trust that the trajectory will follow the right course. Total control is an illusion, and trying to control it is anxiety disguised as responsibility. Do your best and allow the universe to complete the movement. Love and desperation. Desperation repels. In relationships, in careers, in friendships. When you need something too much, your energy screams scarcity. And the world hears it. True love isn't born of need, but of completeness. When you are whole, you become irresistible. The secret isn't chasing love. It's loving yourself so much that others want to be a part of it. Energy doesn't lie, and what's yours finds its way to you when you stop running. The identity of resistance. You work hard, you take pride in your effort, but what if it becomes a prison? When your identity is tied to struggle, you'll never feel safe resting. Peace becomes a threat. You start to blame yourself when things flow easily. But ease isn't laziness, it's maturity. Sometimes the most powerful act is to stop rowing and let the current carry you. Because the river of life doesn't need pushing. It just needs trust. The reverse law. The more you need, the less you get. Mark Manson said, "The desire for a positive experience is itself a negative experience." The more you want confidence, the more insecure you feel. The more you seek wealth, the poorer you feel. Need creates tension. Tension blocks the flow. The solution? Saying, I already have what I need. This simple act changes everything. You stop clinging and start giving. And that's when life finally begins to give you back what you've always wanted. The playground rule. Watch children play. They're not trying to be good or impressive. They're simply being. Present, curious, alive. Compare this to the adult worried about appearing productive. Comparing metrics and status. You've traded play for performance. But true impact doesn't come from trying to be remarkable. It comes from having so much fun with what you do that others feel the joy within you. Presence is a new power. And play is the most serious form of freedom. The invisible routine. True growth is silent. A seed makes no noise when it sprouts. The most powerful progress happens in the shadows. When you think nothing is changing, your roots are growing deeper. It is there, in patience, that you build foundation, character, and inner strength. The world chases brilliance.gar, not by frantic effort, but by trusting in time, the art of effortlessness. Not trying hard isn't giving up. It's working without despair. It's acting without becoming hostage to the outcome. It's discipline without tension. The river doesn't cut through rock by force, but by constancy. Do what needs to be done, but without begging for rewards. When action is born from calm, it is pure power. You don't need to explode to win. You just need to flow with purpose. The power of ease. True power isn't in those who push life, but in those who dance with it. Excessive effort is the ego saying, if I just try hard enough, I'll finally be worthy. But ease whispers, I'm already worthy. It's from this place of peace that mastery is born. The most dangerous human being in any room is the one who works without fear, creates without need, and lives in flow. So stop trying so hard. Breathe. Trust. Flow. Because life is not won by those who push harder, but by those who understand the right moment to let go.